Parking Garage series, y'all know what it is. Always dope shit. It's going down. Scouting locations. Be looking forward to this one. This one is gonna be.
What's going on today's show? We talked the age-old question. I want to be a model, but I just don't know how to start or who to talk to. How you guys doing? It's your favorite photographer, Adam D. Lane of AD Photography. You caught me in the middle of scouting out my new locations for my next series, which is Parking Garage series. Different levels of the parking garage, different times of day, cars, no cars. It's gonna be super dope. So I had to take the time out to actually film this while I was out scouting locations. Hopefully, you see I have my fluffy mic, try to cancel out some of this noise and wind and whatnot. But let's dive right in. So I get the question a lot. Adam, I want to be a model, but I don't know where to start. I don't know what type of model I want to be. Help me, help me, help me. So today, that's what I want to talk about. As models, you know, it's a huge world out here for models. It's so super saturated. So you have to really stand out. So first, what you want to do is figure out what type of model you want to be. That's number one. Then they're like, oh, well, what types are there? Google it. Google different types of models or different types of modeling. And it's going to give you a list of all types, from high fashion to runway to to glamour to like it's a long list. And you look at that list and then you look at samples. You look at if it says high fashion model, you go back to Google and type in high fashion model, and you look at what comes up on there. Look at what comes up on there and see if that fits you. First and foremost, you have to be self-aware of what you fit in. Me personally, when I first started out trying to model, I'm only 5'6", so it means I'm short to be a male model, in industry too short to be a male model. So I knew runway and high fashion and stuff like that would not be the lane for me. I knew I wouldn't get booked doing that, so I had to figure out what works for me. Me being shorter, me having all the tattoos that I have. I knew that I fit more into the urban modeling category. Of course, granted, you never have to put yourself in a box, but before you try to change the game, you have to get your feet wet. You have to basically have some leverage to change the game. Like the plus size model that was on the ESPN magazine, the biggest model there was ever to be on the ESPN magazine. I think she's a size 12 or 13 or something like that. I can't remember. But she didn't just dive in and say, I'm about to be this plus size model that goes on ESPN magazine and whatnot. No, she became popular in the modeling field that she was in, which was the more so plus size modeling. She got her name up, and that which then creates leverage for her to then be popular enough to even be asked to be on something as big as the ESPN magazine. So first, figure out your lane, what you fit in, get in that lane, learn, and then you kind of dominate, and then you can step out. Like, I'm going to dominate this urban, tattoo world. It's going to give me that leverage, clout, and popularity to then be like, hey, I'm going to go to New York and somebody's going to put me on the runway. Or they're going to reach out to me and say, hey, I've been seeing your work. I want you to be in my set in New York Fashion Week. That's how that happens. So first you have to figure out what type of model you want to be. Then you research it, and then you learn about it. What did that top model in that lane of modeling, what did she do? What did she go through? How did she start? Where is she at now? How does she get there? Look at her Instagram, look at her Facebook, look at her social media. How is she interacting with people? How is she posting? Like, the path is already right there. You just have to follow it in a way that fits you, your schedule. You have kids, no kids, you have 6 jobs, whatever it may be. You have to adjust around your schedule and your lifestyle. But the path is right there for you to look at, and then you can alter and deviate from that path as you see fit for your own life. As far as photo shoots, it's as simple as just making a Facebook post nowadays or Instagram post and saying, I think I want to get into modeling, tag the best photographer. And literally, people are going to tag photographers are going to hop on there. I work with you, I want to work, I want to shoot. And then you go from there. See which ones are shooting for free or for very inexpensive. That way, if you mess up, you didn't lose a lot of money. You know what I mean? And that's I swear, that's the advice I give people. A lot of people come in my inbox and they're like, Adam, I want to be a model. I want to shoot with you. I tell everybody, well, first, if you want to be a model, first, figure out what type. Same thing I'm telling you guys right now. Find out what type of model you want to be. Gear all of your shoots around that, what you want to be. And then make a post and try to get some free shoots. That way you learn a little bit. You get a little bit more comfortable in front of that camera. Because then when you get in front of me, you're not wasting your money per se. You know what I mean? You're not getting in front of me and not making facial expressions so your photos aren't coming out right. Even though I'm great at instructing, or if you're a guy, even though I'm great at instructing and giving guidance, it's still, comfort is something I can't teach somebody, even though I make you comfortable by being silly or being cool and all of that. But it's still like, if you're just shy or you just don't know what to do, that's some stuff that I just can't break. No good photographer can. So getting some free shoots first. And then once you get some free shoots under your belt, you will then begin to develop relationships within the modeling community around you. You'll get invited to fashion shows. You'll get invited to model mixers, all that type of stuff. And then you will meet people. They will give you more knowledge. You will meet more experienced models who will teach you the way. You will run into photographers who are willing to just give you advice and whatnot. And that's how you will start building your network, because your network determines your net worth. I keep telling you guys. Now you want to make sure that all of your photo shoots are still centered around the type of model that you want to be. If you want to be a high fashion model, you want to make sure your shoots are high fashion. The clothes are dope. They fit that high fashion look. The scenery, the background matches the clothes. You just want to make sure you're putting out nothing but dope quality photos as far as the professional ones. And also your selfies. Now you have to upgrade your selfies. No more booty on the sink pictures. No more, unless you're in that urban glamour sexy world, but you just have to up your quality. No more bathroom selfies in your mirror. Like, you have to actually have somebody hold your phone for you and take nice pictures standing on a plain wall or on your deck or outside in the middle of your street and say, hey, I'm stepping out, if you see me, speak. You know what I mean? But you looking real fashionish if you're in that high fashion world. Or you set your phone down, put it on the timer and step back, get that shot. Whatever you have to do to get that shot, you just have to make it work. So that's pretty much it, you guys. It's not real rocket science. It's not that hard. Figure out what type of model you want to be. Research that type of model. Figure out who's industry leader there. See what they did. Then you try to make some Facebook posts or Instagram posts to get some free photo shoots, to get comfortable in front of that camera, build your confidence. Then you go to the more elite photographers. Make sure all of your photos are still centered around that type of modeling that you want to do. It's key that your portfolio looks as such. You can't say you want to be a high fashion model, but you got nothing but lingerie, half naked, urban glamour, urban graffiti type stuff with blue jean outfits. Like, you have to make sure that your portfolio is on track to meet your end goal. Again, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm gonna get back to work because I have to scout these locations and bring you guys dope photos. Peace.